Today I'm gonna make myself a curry for dinner. You can tell we got curry cubes. Our ingredients, we got carrots, potatoes, onions, and chicken breast, and chopped in pieces. So as you can see, except for carrots, or those ingredients are split to two quantities by bowl, except for carrots, because I didn't think that would be that much for carrots. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, let's get our water boiled, and then we put carrots in it. The reason why I choose carrots as my first ingredients put in is because it needs more time to cook, to let it softer, and to stay in the pot for the most time. So make it cook it softer. So that's why it needs more time than the other ingredients to put in it, just to make it like much easier to cook. The second, let's put our potatoes in. The reason I choose to as a second one to put it in because some kind of potatoes are considered to be harder than the regular ones. So I choose the second one to put it because let it more softer in order to prevent some potatoes have those harder situations in it. So that's why I choose second one as potato. After a stew for a while, I decided to open the lid and check these two ingredients conditions, and also at the meantime I gave a little stir to making sure that these two are well cooked. And now I add onions into it. The reason why I choose onion to add into this dish is because to increase the sweetness of the curry, because if there's only curry and there's salt in it, it's gonna be too salty in it. It's gonna be awesome. So I decided to add 2 bowls of onions to increase the sweetness of it. And now I add chopped chicken breast in it because I want to strike a balance between vegetables and meat, because there's not only vegetables in this dish, also there's meat in it, and to just make a balance in nutrition. And last, I add curry cubes in it, which is the most important ingredients in this dish. And keep in mind that remember to turn the fire like to stronger to prevent those curry cubes stuck in the bottom of it. So because if the fire is not strong enough, the curry cubes will not dissolve, and rather than stick on the bottom of the pot. And as you can see, the pot is much more bigger than the last one. It's because I found that it's not enough for the last one. It's exceeding it. So that's why I decided to change to the big pot. After it cooked for a while, I add the rest of the curry cubes in it to make the sauce much more thicker. But although some people prefer the sauce to be more watery than more thicker than I think, but the reason why I did this, it's because there's no specific reasons that I decided to choose that's just because I used to do it in this way, so it's much more easier to eat with rice. So after a stir, we're ready to serve. And that's the finished product. It took me about 30 minutes to make it, and it tastes good at the end. See you on the next video.